Hello there. I've come on live today. Oh, and Tally has come on live with me. This is also known as Rumi. She's a sweetheart. We're here to announce I am giving away The Happiness Lie. This is my second book, and we're giving it away right now, actually. You can get in and get 100% off this book, which sells on Amazon for $9, over $9. You can get it right now by going to thehappyway.ca, thehappyway.ca. And I'm going to be talking right tonight about some breaking news on antidepressants and depression, as well as what is going on with this free ebook I'm going to be giving away. This is my second book, as I say. Oh, and Tally's here to help me do it. We are going to talk about this tonight, talk about happiness, talk about perhaps some of the mistakes. If you're watching me live, thank you for joining me, and I will be taking questions. If you have any questions on anything that I am talking about tonight, feel free to do that. So yeah, go to thehappyway.ca to get your free ebook. It's the whole thing. I've given away 3 chapters before. This is the whole book. So you can get the whole ebook. You will need to enter in a code to get that 100% off to get this ebook free. So look for that code on that page. And you can also join me next week. I'm doing the Happy Way Challenge. I'm going to be doing 3 days of teaching and coaching on 3 ways to happiness. So this is all to help you think less and laugh more. And I'm also going to be giving 8 days of support in doing this. So I hope you can join me. It's virtual, so it won't take up too much of your time. It's minutes a day to do these little experiments to really reveal a lot to you in your own direct experience of what is the cause of our suffering, how to stop suffering, and how to be happy, which is what I'm all about. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Beth. Hi, Praveen. Hi, Alice. And Jan, hello. Welcome. Chinda, hello. Feel free to say hello. The way it works here when I go live, and I haven't been live in a long time, if you keep typing and asking me questions, I keep talking. So I will keep answering your questions. Meanwhile, before I dive in, let me know where are you watching in from? Where are you living right now? Because we've got people all over, from all over the world following this work and doing these practices. I'm learning about the happiness lie, what generations have been told that makes you unhappy. Because what if everything you thought you knew about happiness was wrong? And you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that even our psychologists don't know. Because why else would we be in the shape that we're in with a rising depression, anxiety, drug use, and suicide rates? So I'm going to dive into this for the next, now until next week when the challenge starts. And you can join me in that challenge. And what are we going to do there? I am going to show you how to shift your state out of suffering. Out of suffering. Yeah, you can do this. No matter what's going on. No matter what the suffering is about or what's going on in your life. I'm going to talk about the happiness mistakes people make. Trying to be happy. And I'm going to give you 1 happy task a day. That's a little challenge in the group. And we're going to share. And it's really fun. And it's really powerful. So I hope you can join me. And again, how not to suffer. And also make some happy friends. Everybody in that group is going to be pro-happy. So come and make some new friends. We've had people who've made friends for life in the programs. So I look forward to meeting you. You know what? Suffering is really a stupid state. Suffering, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you're suffering, everything looks bad. And nothing looks good. And the irony is that whenever you're feeling good, almost nothing can touch you. You know, nothing looks bad. Everything is manageable. What's with that? You know, in the news just recently, if you haven't heard it yet, it's been released and revealed that depression is not caused by a chemical imbalance. This was a theory, an unproven, unscientific theory. And based on that theory, people were being treated with antidepressants. Now, don't run out and throw your antidepressants out. Don't go tell everybody to stop taking your meds. I wrote an article on this, which I'll be talking a lot more of. I'm going to be going live every day, so hit the button here to follow me so that you'll get notified when I go live. And I'm going to be talking about this news and what it means for you and anybody you know who is not feeling good and taking antidepressants. So depression is not caused by a chemical imbalance, and in fact, they don't really know what causes it. They don't have any scientific proof of what causes it, put it that way. I've been working with people for nearly 12 years now, and I have been able to help people to shift out of bad states, to even shift out of suicidal states, and go right into happiness and joy and peace. There's some hard work to do up front sometimes. Sometimes there's not. And so I've watched people. I've seen how happiness is created. In fact, I did it in my own experience myself. This is how I got into this, years ago. I suffered so severely after my father suffered, and he died by suicide. And that changed everything in my life. That was pivotal for me. I used to be into a completely different thing. I was a horse crazy girl. And after that happened, my life all became about finding an answer to ending suffering for myself and to others, and to make my dad's life, worth something. It was worth a lot, but I didn't want his, the end of his life to not be worth anything. And I swore I would find out what was going on, and I did. So I've since been able to help others. I helped myself, shifted it out, been happy, ecstatic, blissful, even discovered the truth of our existence and our reality, which I am ever so grateful for, and is really now the true driving reason that I do what I do. So those two together, they're very powerful, is the desire to end suffering in humanity, and also the desire for humanity to realize the truth of themselves, the bliss that nothing can touch, the eternal reality and existence. So all of that is available and possible. And both of those together are the reason I've devoted my life to this work, and why I'm working on my third book, which is going to be called The Story of I. And it's about timeless truths that triggered a modern awakening in the woods. So it's the story of what happened to me, the good story of what happened to me. But right now you can get the second book that I wrote, The Happiness Lie. If you don't know it yet, you can get it for free. This is it right here. You can get the ebook for free. And at thehappyway.ca, and I'm also going to be running a challenge next week for anybody who wants to come in and learn some of the things that I've discovered and that other people have discovered in working with me that has changed their lives, and in many cases saved their lives. So I look forward to meeting you if I haven't already met you. It is totally free. If you want, you can upgrade for a small fee to work even more intensively with me personally and a group. That option will be there, but otherwise everything's totally free. And what I've discovered about suffering and about joy or happiness or peace is that it really is about the 5 powers that we possess and don't know we have. And so we're using them unconsciously. We don't even know it. And one of them is your power of attention. I'll tell you that right up front. I shouldn't have told you that maybe, because I like to demonstrate it. But it'll still be a bit of a surprise when I do, if you haven't seen it yet. So I hope you invite that this invitation, you take me up on it. And you come and you have the experience. This is an experiential experience. It's not just like mental teaching where, I'm the teacher and you're the student. Just open your brain up and I'll dump some stuff in and it'll all be good. No, I go for impact. And impact happens when you have an experience that gives you a wow, aha. You've realized something you never knew before. You've had an insight. And that's what I go after with people, because that is what sticks. That is what is a game changer. And there are so many insights about what we are doing to cause our suffering, because we're doing it, believe it or not. Yeah, we are doing it, and we can stop doing it. And we need to stop doing it in order to be happy, in order to be intelligent. Because this article that came out spoke about how when we go into suffering, when we go into one of these bad states, the frontal lobes shut down. And this is the higher intelligence. This is what can override the nonsense in the dream that we are suffering. And it is a dream. We suffer the mind. We suffer what I call a movie in the mind. And that is the thoughts. But not just the thoughts, not just the word thoughts, not just that voice in the head that I'm sure you're familiar with, but we have other forms of thought in the head. There's not just words, aka the voice. There's pictures, there's videos, there's audios, there's feelings, there's tastes, there's sounds, there's all manner of variation and feeling. And it's the feeling when we start to dream and we start to feel that. It's the feeling we don't like. But there's a vicious catch-22 that goes on. We have thought that because I don't like it, that by not liking it, it'll go away. And I give you a secret. It's actually the opposite. I'm not saying you should like it, but I'm saying if you don't like it, you are giving a lot of authority, a lot of energy, a lot of interest in the mind, and you are running the mind. So the mind has, I liken it to a car. It has gas pedals, more than one. It has steering, which is very rudimentary. It is not straightforward, but it is there, and we're not really understanding how we're using it. And so we are driving all over hell faster and faster and faster. And there are brakes, but we don't know what the brakes are. And so we can't stop. And we often do what I call engage in the degeneration of thinking. So when you feel bad, bad thoughts come easily and effortlessly. And when you feel good, good thoughts come easily and effortlessly. And the degeneration of thinking goes like this. You have a bad thought. It doesn't feel too bad, but you start to pay attention to it. You get involved with it. You take the bait, as I say. And you start to feel worse. And then as you start to feel worse, of course, worse thoughts that match that state can come in and be accepted. And if they come in and they're accepted, then you feel worse again. And then you have worse thoughts. And so you see how the whole thing spirals downward if it's not interrupted. We need to interrupt it. You have to learn to understand what you're doing, how you're doing it, how to stop doing it, how to reverse doing it, and then actually how to access inner love, joy, and peace. And you can do this. So you can get some of that information from the free ebook, The Happiness Lie, that I'm giving away right now at thehappyway.ca. I'm in Canada, so I got the CA thing going on, and it rhymes. So thehappyway.ca. Get that whole ebook free, as I said, and you can have a read of it before next week when I'm going to start this group coaching challenge free. If you want to work with me more intensively, there is an upgrade you can take for a small fee. But you don't have to. Come in totally free. Come in and meet some awesome people. And we're going to do some experiments, some challenge tasks. They take a few minutes a day. They're not long. And if you do them, you're going to have insights into the nature of mind, the 5 powers you possess you don't know you have that is driving the mind and driving your experience, and how you're suffering and how you can stop suffering. That's what we do in what I call the driver's seat of the mind. Now, this isn't the full driver's seat of the mind, but this is going to be a good, solid intro into happiness and suffering and release and relief from it. So I will not been on very long, but if anybody here has any questions on anything that I just said, go ahead and type them in. Because the way it works with me when I go live is if you keep typing, I keep talking. I'm not going to waste your time, and I'm not going to waste my time. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to type them in there. Minimally, maybe you could let me know where you're from. We had, who do we have here? We had Mindy, we had Beth. Whoops, I lost everybody. Mindy, Beth, Praveen, hello, Alice, Jan, Chinda, I hope I'm pronouncing it properly, Kim, and Praveen, hello Praveen, from Long Island, New York, very cool. And Beverly, hello, where are y'all from? Oh, Beverly said Alberta, Canada, nice, another Canadian there. Janelle, hello, welcome, and Sherry, and Nancy, yeah, I think you're a local here. Where are you from, Nancy? Some familiar names here. Emily, Maxine, Tonka, hello. And Sharon, greetings. Thanks for joining me. I hope you will join me next week. Meanwhile, ask a question. If I don't see it here before I sign off, I am watching and I'm going to look for the questions, post it down below over this video. And I'll get it and I will come on and answer the questions next time. Anything to do with happiness, inner peace, suffering, reality and truth. My favorite topics next to love, which is my absolute favorite topic. So, thank you. Thank you for being here. Keep those questions coming. You keep typing, I keep talking. Go grab the book. And I'll be on, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. You know what to do until we meet again. Keep it real and enjoy yourself, just because you can.